Happy video day, guys, and happy 2021. Oh my goodness, that's so weird to say, but happy 2021. It is the new year, and I decided let's do a little get ready with me and play with some makeup while I tell you guys some changes that are going to be coming to the channel, and one that you guys probably could see from my thumbnail, which I'm planning on doing. Basically, one of the announcements is kind of given away kind of in my thumbnail. But yeah, so let's go ahead, let's put some makeup on together, and I'm going to give you guys some updates. We're going to just chit chat and talk during this video. So yeah, this is going to be a chatty video, and I'm very excited to give you guys some cool announcements that I'm actually pretty excited for coming into 2021. So if you are new and you haven't seen me, I'm Christina Brooke. I love to talk about makeup and fashion. If you like those things, I would love it if you would hit subscribe. But let's get into the video. So I already did my base makeup and my concealer and all that stuff because I wasn't really planning on doing like a get ready with me. But then I said, you know what? Why don't we just do a get ready with me? I haven't done one of those in a while. So I stopped and then I started filming. So we're gonna start midway through, but I still need to put on my bronzer. So I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer that you guys know I'm obsessed with. I literally feel like such a snob with this one, guys, because I really don't want to use any other bronzer lately. This is just, oh my god, it's so good. So basically, talking about Charlotte Tilbury, I asked you guys in a poll on my Instagram just recently on if you could see one brand, and I gave you guys two brands as an option. It was either Natasha Denona or Charlotte Tilbury. You guys love to see reviews on. And basically that was kind of like a little tester for me, a little water tester to see what brand really interested you guys the most. And honestly, guys, I was pretty shocked. It was pretty close, very, very close on both platforms. It was actually a pretty close race, very close, closer than I thought. Like I actually was like thinking it was going to be the opposite brand from the brand that won. So when I looked at the results and I found out that the brand that you guys would love to see the most reviews on was a brand that I'm obsessed with, Natasha Denona, I was so excited because, guys, I love Natasha. You guys know this. If you guys haven't seen the last video I posted about the top brands of 2020, Natasha Denona won for me. She was the most consistent brand for me, the one that came out with the best stuff, like that I literally feel like I was so excited for, even in 2020, in a year that I don't think I was that excited about anything really. And Natasha Denona made me excited for 2020. So when I saw that she won, I was very excited because, guys, a twist for my channel for this year is going to be very different from prior years. I am going to buy every single item from Natasha Denona. I know. So it doesn't matter what she releases this year. For the entire year, I am going to purchase every new release that Natasha Denona comes out with. This is not something I typically do. I'm usually very picky, choosy on what I want to pick up and what I don't. Natasha Denona was just one of those brands that I am happy to have her stuff. I didn't feel very reluctant to not want to pick up the stuff. So for the whole year of 2021, I have decided that I am going to pick up every single item from one brand, and the brand that won was Natasha Denona. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, it was very close. I almost did Charlotte Tilbury, and you guys know that that would have been a huge brand to be buying everything from because, you know, she releases a lot of stuff, and she releases a lot of stuff. So I'm going to use Trio Chrome today since we are going to be talking about Natasha Denona. So I was pretty excited when you guys actually picked my favorite brand. When you guys picked Natasha Denona, it made me very, very excited because I honestly really didn't think she was going to win. I thought it was going to be Charlotte Tilbury. And I was like, you know what? I'm happy to pick up a lot of stuff that Charlotte Tilbury releases because I have not been able to give Charlotte Tilbury like a huge, you know, go on the channel because I tend to not want to pick up her quads because they're so expensive. But you know, if I forced myself to pick up everything, I was going to be very excited to be trying Charlotte Tilbury. But when you guys said Natasha, I was like, yes. You guys read my mind. It was almost like you guys knew what I was plotting on doing, and you guys like rewarded me with Natasha. So this year, I'm going to pick up every release that Natasha Denona releases, and I'm going to review them on my channel. So now I do want to also, you know, let you guys know the reason I'm able to do this is I am making money from YouTube now, enough to purchase probably everything that comes out from Natasha Denona. So, you know, obviously I don't expect and I don't think that everybody should buy every release that comes out from Natasha Denona. Just keep in mind that this is for the channel. This is for my YouTube channel. This is something that I do make money off of, and that is why I'm able to do that. But you know, if you don't feel like you could buy everything from a certain brand, don't feel bad, because I don't think anybody should do that. But I'm very happy to do this for you guys, because as a channel to help you guys, it's great for me to actually show you guys new products and tell you if they're any good or not. So yeah, so I'm actually pretty excited for this little challenge for the year. You guys know last year I was on a kind of like a negative with the makeup industry, more in the fact of I didn't really want to pick up anything. I was kind of like, ugh, I'm so tired of everybody shoving everything down our throats. I'm not like I was to the point of like a no buy, but I did put myself on a budget. Like I was not buying as much stuff. This year, I'm going in with a different mindset. I feel like 2020 was kind of like a reset year, and I feel like it also reset the makeup industry. And not that I don't think that they released a lot of stuff last year, because there was still a lot of releases. But in 2020, they're designing for 2021. And I think with everything that was happening, I'm wondering and I'm hoping that they're all going to refine, retune, and maybe not shove as many products down our throats. And maybe we're going to have actually quality items coming out instead of just a million things, if you understand. That's mostly one of the reasons too that I picked between Natasha and Charlotte Tilbury, is because they are two brands that I believe to have very good quality, and I'm happy to have their stuff. I'm gonna jump into this color right here. So I want to know from you guys down below, what do you guys think of this challenge? Do you think this is going to be fun? Are you guys excited to see every new release from Natasha Denona on the channel? I'm very, very excited to be giving it to you guys, because I do know a lot of you guys are huge fans of hers, like I am, and I'm super excited to bring it. So now that's going to segue into the number 2 type of change that's going to happen a little bit on the channel. I am going to start to review products a little bit more. Now, last year, I didn't want to review as many products. I was kind of not really into it. I honestly feel like last year, I really felt like it was more like a lot of cash grabs from brands, a lot of just release, 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 release. People are going to buy it, release, release, release. And I didn't want to fall into that. Now, like I said, this whole reset that happened and everything that has happened with the industry, I'm hoping that that means that the brands are going to release a little bit more quality versus quantity. And I'm really hoping that that is the case. And if that is the case, I do feel like I'm going to have a lot more reviews on the channel, because more things are going to catch my eye. I'm going to use a trio chrome here. I feel like more stuff is going to actually catch my eye than it has in the past. And I don't want to just buy a bunch of makeup to review it. I want to have stuff that I really, really enjoy. And I've told you guys this in the past. I'm not somebody who likes to have millions of things. And even if it's just to review on the channel, it just gets a little bit repetitive. And even if I'm using money from the channel to buy the products, I still want to just get stuff that I think is going to be good. I hope that makes sense. I don't want to just buy the stuff. I want to make sure that it's something that I would actually buy myself before I go and buy it. So I'm thinking this year is going to give us more quality versus just a million things. The beginning of the year has started that way. I mean, we're ready today when I'm filming this. We're on the 5th, and I haven't seen a million palette announcements, which is kind of shocking. I feel like by the time last year, we already had a few. Like if I look at my Make Up Your Minds, I do see that we were already, I was already getting on top of Make Up Your Minds by the 5th of January. So the fact that we don't have that many palette announcements, I don't know if it is true. Maybe there's going to be a slowdown. So now that goes into Make Up Your Mind. So you guys, I know you guys love Make Up Your Mind. I love Make Up Your Mind. It's one of my favorite series on the channel. If you guys are new and you're watching this video for the first time, Make Up Your Mind is a series I created a year ago for the channel. Basically what I do is when a new release comes out, I usually do this only for new releases. I kind of find similar colors in my collection, and I kind of get like the vibe of the palette, of what it's gonna look like, so I can see the color story before I go and buy it. So I kind of just go over with you guys, this is what the color story is looking like. This is what I think. Do I think it's going to be any good? Do I like the color story? Does it make sense? Is it something original? Is it something that we already have in our collections? And I just kind of give you guys like a little 411 before we all start going out and buying it. or before all the review channels start showing it, you know? So I'm definitely going to continue Make Up Your Mind. That is going nowhere, guys. I'm not planning on taking it off. I'm not planning on not doing it no more. I know I've had a few of you guys already asking, like, what happened to Make Up Your Mind? Why haven't you done one? And it's just because there hasn't really been anything to do it with. Eyeshadow palettes haven't released, and I don't just do any eyeshadow palette. Like, it has to be stuff that I think is, like, interesting. If it's like a palette that just releases that doesn't look interesting, I'm not going to do a Make Up Your Mind on it. Those videos take a very long time. So it has to be something that I'm really considering, or something that I know you guys are very like interested in. A lot of people might want to buy it. Those are usually what I try to focus Make Up Your Mind on. So there really hasn't been, to be honest, too many new releases that I have been like, oh, look, you know, we're only on the 5th of the month. And towards the end of December, I think eyeshadow palettes started to slow down, which makes a lot of sense to me. So I haven't really seen too many launches of like minis or middies or anything like that. So I can't tell you right now, guys, if a Make Up Your Mind will be every single week like it was before, because I don't know if there's going to be that many eyeshadow palette releases in 2021. This is not the color I was looking for. Maybe it's going to be the year of a little bit less eyeshadow palettes, but when they release a palette, it'd be like an amazing palette. Who knows? Maybe that's the case. And if there isn't a good release coming out, you know, it might be one every 2 weeks. If they come out with a bunch, it might be 2 in a week. Make Up Your Mind is supposed to stay the same as usual. It'd probably be one Make Up Your Mind per week. And if there isn't an eyeshadow palette to release, you might get maybe some months that have more, some months that have less. Just depends on the new releases. Another thing that I want to start to do too is actually picking up the eyeshadow palettes. The first year of Make Up Your Mind, since I was kind of on a low buy, I didn't really want to pick things up. So if I didn't like it, I wasn't going to get it. I think this year, even if I don't like it 100%, I may actually pick it up to look at it, to see how good the Make Up Your Mind was, and also to just give a review for the product. So it would have to be like maybe some of the bigger launches that maybe I didn't really think that the color story was perfect for me, but I'm still interested in it, and maybe you guys are still interested in it. So on some of those that you guys are very interested in, and I know it's going to be a bigger launch, but maybe from the color story I'm not as interested, I will ask you guys, do you guys want me to pick this up and still review it? And if you guys say yes, I will pick it up, even if I said I didn't love the color story, because color story is very important. It's very important. But at the same time, it's selective. You know, I might hate greens and you might love greens. So it's better for me to also be able to tell you guys, is the quality of the palette any good? Do I like it? So that's different from a Make Up Your Mind. That's a review. That really doesn't have too much to do with the actual color story. The Make Up Your Mind is more on whether it is my aesthetic or not. So I do want to kind of bring in some reviews, even on products that I don't think it's my aesthetic, because I think it might be yours, and I also want to help you guys. So that's something I'm planning on switching up a little bit. It's not going to be like every palette, but it will be a few more than usual. And so we already have that I'm going to buy everything from Natasha Denona. We're going to be including a little bit more eyeshadow palette reviews on the channel. And if I don't think it's my perfect aesthetic, I might actually pick it up for you guys. Then we're going to jump into a little bit of fashion content. I did tell you guys I wanted to bring fashion into the channel a little bit more. I want to start to do a few try-on hauls, but that I'm going to try to limit to maybe one a month, or I'm not 100% sure. But the type of fashion content that I want to start throwing into the channel is going to be styling tips, accessory tips, what's going to be in and how to wear certain things, how to make yourself look a certain way. If you're short, how to look tall. I want to start including some of those tips. Anything that's helpful. Like, I want to give helpful content for you guys. Clothing is one of those things, guys, that it's like, it is not the most easy. I know it's not. I just remember even going into the office sometimes and people just being like, well, how did you think of putting that scarf like that? Ooh, I would have liked to have done that. I like that. And me thinking, oh, like like in my mind, it's just something that I would just do. It's cool to be able to share like those tricks and stuff that I have learned over the years with you guys. And I think that that could be also really useful, fun content. So I do want to start including more fashion on the channel, but I don't know if it's going to be one per week or it'll be like one every other week. I'm going to be playing with the idea, and obviously I want to see from you guys how much you guys like those kind of videos. When it comes to a schedule, I'm not going to try to keep myself to a set schedule. However, for the most part, I usually upload Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. But I'm not going to keep myself to that schedule. If I want to upload on a Monday, I might put up a video Monday, if not a Tuesday. So I definitely want you guys to go ahead and next to your subscription, make sure you hit the notification so that when I do upload these videos, you guys see them and you know that I uploaded. I'm going to try to stick to my schedule, but like when it comes to reviews, I'd rather just put it out when I try it than have to wait for a certain day. I know some of you guys enjoyed my singing video and stuff. I mean, I don't know how much singing I would actually put on the channel. I mean, I would figure that would just be like sporadically every once in a blue moon, or maybe even on Instagram, but I don't know. I honestly just can't think of how to incorporate it with fashion and makeup. So I feel like you guys are going to be seeing a little bit more luxury makeup on the channel, or stuff that you can buy at Sephora, mid-range to luxury. I think that's kind of like my category, mid-range to luxury makeup. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue BoxyCharm unboxings. I want to know from you guys if you want to still see them. I already canceled my Boxy Luxe. I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't know if I'm like really into subscription boxes anymore. I haven't canceled BoxyCharm. I don't know if I want to show it on YouTube or if I'm just going to do like a short video on Instagram. Trying to figure that one out too. Of course, leave me your suggestions down below. So one more thing I forgot about was, you guys know virtual window shopping. I did it for a long time and then I kind of stopped doing it, but I'm going to start doing virtual window shopping again. Only I'm going to do a twist on it. You guys will probably see your first one maybe this week or next week, but it's going to be more about the reasons I don't want to pick up certain things rather than what I want to pick up and what I don't. I think it's going to be more of like a trying to convince myself not to buy things, because I feel like you guys really enjoy that, and giving you guys more commentary on the reasons that I'm not interested in certain things. There is going to be some things I'm sure here and there that I'm going to be like, oh my God, I really, really want this. But there is going to be a little bit more on the... Anyways, let me know your comments. I am so excited for 2021. I feel like it's going to be a year for, I don't know, I think 2020 was a year for us to give a lot of ourselves to others and help and try to like really like be with each other. And I think 2021 is going to be us implementing all the stuff we've learned about ourselves and trying to put that to the forefront, whether it be good, whether it be bad, whether it be a lot of changes in our personal lives or whatnot. I feel like 2021 is going to be the year that we might actually make things happen, because 2020 we got to think a lot. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.